Once you have identified someone with improper biomechanics, then you can start to begin a rehabilitation program to fix those poor biomechanics. What I usually like to do is to start the rehabilitation program in 3 different phases. Phase 1 is teaching the athlete how to position themselves properly in a static position. Phase 2 would be teaching them how to position themselves in dynamic activities. And phase 3 is finally positioning themselves in functional activities, so more sport-specific activities, teaching them how to remain in that proper functional biomechanical position. So first off, static, so very easy. This is the beginner phase. What this exercise is called is the downward dog hold. What you're going to do is get your arms and femurs parallel to the floor, and then all you're going to do is get in that lumbar neutral position. So you can see my back is very flat right now. I don't want it to be arched into lordosis, and I don't want it to be rounded. So you find that neutral position, and then you're just going to raise your knees off the ground, like that, and you're just holding that lumbar neutral position. Again, this is teaching the athlete how to maintain that lumbar neutral position, what it feels like to be in that position, and what muscles you need to use to get into that position. You can hold that for 30 seconds. If that's really easy, you can begin rocking a little bit. Again, maintaining that completely flat lumbar neutral position, not arching at all, not rounding. So that's the first step. That would be the static phase. The next phase is moving into dynamic exercises. So the exercise we're going to do for that is called the ultimate squat. And I'm going to show you from a side view because it's all about what my back's doing. The whole point of this exercise, there's 6 different steps to it, but my back is never changing its angle. It's remaining flat the whole time. My knees and hips are moving a lot, back isn't moving at all. So first step is to go down into this position. I want my lumbar spine to be flat, and I want my back to be parallel to the floor. So this is position 1. Position 2 is extending my knees. Again, you can see the angle of my back didn't change, it's still flat. Then I'm going to go back down into a squat, not changing the angle of my back at all. All the weight's on my heels. I'm really activating my glutes here. Then back to the initial starting position 4, position 5, and then all the way up, position 6. So it's a really good functional activity. Teaches them how to keep their spine in a neutral position while moving through different ranges of knee flexion and extension. And the last one is just getting them in more functional activities. So for example, a box jump. You can have whatever height you want, and then you're just going to have them jump. And again, focusing on keeping straight line between toes, knees, hips, shoulders, and going into a lot of knee flexion, a lot of hip flexion, a lot of trunk flexion. So it looks like this. Okay, I have a lot of knee flexion. My knees didn't go in. Landed on my toes, transitioned to my heels, and went into a lot of knee flexion. Can't land upright, can't land extended, and we don't want our knees going in. So that is an example of how you would begin a rehab program, static, dynamic, functional, 3 different exercises. There are many different exercises that we can put into each one of those groups, but that's just to give you an idea of how you would start one.